we are back here with another special Tuesday night show. I'm going to point the right way this time. Got Clayton on to my right, left, I don't know, whatever. And Adam down below. Both guys running the Cornapolooza 2024. Unfortunately, I'm really not happy I can't make it. But we're here to talk all things Cornapolooza here. Guys, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you, Doug. Really appreciate the time.
Well, I think we've kind of talked about this kind of off and on to try and get you guys on to talk, and then we're finally, 2 weeks before the event, then we're finally on.
Better late than never, right?
Well, and I think the other thing is, I'm pretty sure that Suzanne Shalo is going to jump in the chat at some point because she keeps thinking that Clayton is just an enigma. She's seen Gage, she's heard about Clayton, she just hasn't seen him. So hopefully she'll be able to get in here.
Yeah, I didn't get to Calgary and Newfoundland, but I did hear on your. She was live with you on some of the live streams. So yeah, and Gage talked highly of her as well from Calgary. So.
Yep. Yeah. So to get started with you guys have both been around cornhole for a while. I know Adam. I want to say you're like the second league to start up in Ontario, right behind KW.
Yeah, I think Essex was going at the same time.
Okay. Yeah.
Essex was going, so I want to say we were number 3. But yeah, we've been going since 2019, growing pretty steadily ever since. ACL regional director for a couple of years. Probably looking at stepping back to a local director this year, but we'll go out with a bang here. So it's Cornapolooza.
Yeah, and then Clayton, you're probably one of the guys in the ACL. I'm really excited to see the stuff you're doing because you're kind of tackling that high school thing kind of full bore here.
Yeah, this past fall, we put a lot of time and effort into getting boards and bags into 5 high schools in the fall and then a 6th in the spring. And they're all within the same school division. So they regularly play other sports against each other. So it'll just naturally go to where they play cornhole against each other. And we did have a high school regional this spring where 4 of the schools were able to get together and play off. So that was pretty cool for something that just got introduced to them in the fall.
Yeah, and I'm seeing we got Nicole in the chat. I have to say that you were first on the show because you were on like show number 3, like way long time ago. But she was on. This is your first time video on the show. She has been on once before that, so now you're now more on this.
Yeah, we've both been here.
Yeah. Which you guys, and I think the reason why I'm missing this, Adam, is because I hate missing this because you also run the Summer Ender Bender as well, which is, if anyone's in Ontario, and I know Clayton, you've been to Adam's tournaments. Adam's tournaments are some of the most fun ones you can go to in Ontario.
They are, and they're so well organized as well. I like how Adam keeps things on time, very stringent, and that's appreciative for a guy like me that doesn't like staying up all night. So, and I'm usually out early enough. It's just the guys that I ride with that are usually in towards the end.
I'd say the only downfall is you got to put up a Gibby there. That's the only thing.
Yeah. Well, I was talking to Kylie at the Sox the West Division Sox tournament there back a few weeks ago, and I told her, I said, Cornapolooza will be well organized to start, but by the end of it, it'll be a gong show.
Well, you guys got a lot planned, and we're going to get into all that there stuff, but because it takes a lot to kind of get this thing together. So it's not just you two guys that are actually just running it. There's another whole team behind the scenes. So who's all helping you out with that?
Go ahead, Clayton.
Well, there'll definitely be some help from Louis, Stewie, Chris Nicholson, and Nyan for sure. And then I'm sure a lot of my other league members will be there to help out for sure. But honestly, in the background for the last 6 months, it's really been Adam, myself, and Nicole has put in a lot of time into it as well. So, and we made this decision. We decided to do this long enough ago that we didn't have to rush to put anything together. So it's just been kind of a process that's been building to. Honestly, I can't believe it's only 2.5 weeks away.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I know, because I remember when you guys first announced it, it felt like it was like forever away, but then now it's like, boom, we're right here.
Yeah, no, and Nicole's been a big help for my side too. And then the biggest part of it will be just to set up on the Thursday before everyone starts getting their Friday. So we've got a few people coming to give us a hand doing that, and then once we're set up, really, it's on its own at that point. So.
And I've been camping with you before, Adam. And will there be anyone babysitting Parsons? Because I think that's.
I don't even think Parsons is coming, to be honest with you.
No.
No, I know he's got football on Saturday.
Okay.
He coaches Wolverines football, so if he does come, it wouldn't be till maybe Saturday night. So,
No, he's a fun guy to hang around with as well. I never seen someone fall asleep mid hamburger at a campfire.
yeah,
But that's what he's done. But yeah. So once again, for people down below there, June 12th to the 14th, Lindsay Fairgrounds. I think that's. Donnie and I talked about on the show that we did Sunday night that we need something that's like this, and Cornapolooza is what I think what cornhole needs, especially in Canada, because they've got the Spencers down in the States and some of the other things that go. But I think this here is what you guys got set up. I think is just the perfect thing that we need.
Yeah, thank you. But it's going to be trial by error, right? The first one's always you kind of figure out what works and what doesn't work, and so next year at hopefully be bigger and better. So we'll get this one under our belts and figure out what the best way to kind of go about it and kind of go from there. So definitely look forward to it.
Yeah. So what is the schedule for the weekend then?
All right. So schedule starts Friday. So gates open 7 a.m. Friday morning. For the load in, you be able to stage if you get there late Thursday night, or you'll be able to stage outside. And then 7 a.m. gates open. Nicole and I will be there at the gate with welcome packages for everybody that's bought tickets. That will be an envelope with your name on it, with your weekend passes or your day pass or your RV spot, with a map of where to go and how to get there, and then also a list of numbers you might need for the weekend and addresses like where's the beer store, where's the liquor store, the important things.
Yeah.
Then just checking the schedule here. 1 p.m. is the Canadian Cornhole Federation fundraiser. That is a 1 p.m. start, and we've got juniors, seniors, women's, and a men's division. So men's is 18 to 54 this year. So just kind of keep everybody, playing in their own division. So let the seniors play together, and the payouts are going to be the same across the board. So it's not like someone's going to, drop down from seniors to men so they can get some more money. It's going to be, 50% payout across the board, and the payouts will be even across the division. So that runs, we're figuring that'll probably run till about 4 o'clock. There is a blind draw schedule for 4 o'clock Friday night, or Friday afternoon, sorry, but our entertainment canceled on us kind of last minute for Friday night, so we've decided to push the blind draw to 6 or 6:30 p.m., and that'll allow some more people to kind of get in there and take part in the blind draw on the Friday night. And so we'll have the music going and a little bit of a dance party, and the blind draw. We'll do a four round robin games and then double elimination. Depending on how many we have, we'll probably tier it, but we'll kind of see how many we have signed up for that. So
yeah,
so that takes care of Friday night. So Saturday we've got doubles, starts at 10 o'clock. So we're running 2 different tournaments. Clayton will be running the Cannington doubles on starting at 10 a.m. So anybody that wants to play in the morning goes to the Cannington registration and registers there. Peterborough Cornhole's doubles is in the afternoon when Cannington's is complete. Peterborough's is a straight double elimination double. So you just kind of, everybody's been playing all day already. So I figure just do a straight double elim for the afternoon. And then that should be done right around dinner time. Everyone get a chance to grab a bite to eat. And then we got the live band starting at 7 o'clock Saturday night. So.
And then it's all like local bands as well as from what I've read?
It is, yeah. So Clayton knows Aaron. I just know Aaron through talking to her, but Clayton knows Erin a little bit better than I do, so he can talk about her.
Yeah, I've been to see Erin numerous times throughout this area. She plays at a lot of pubs and festivals and whatnot, and I've actually had her at my house. I also the same weekend as Adam's Enderbender, I also have my own thing. So the last 2 years we've had her here, and she's bringing her whole band on Saturday night. So I'm pretty excited about that. She's really good local talent for sure. And then there's Ty.
Yeah, so Ty Wilson, he's a local guy out of Peterborough. Where I'm actually going to see him. Might see him this weekend. We got a private event we're going to, a friend's birthday party, and he's playing there. And then next weekend we're doing a private cornhole tournament in Ennismore, and he's going to be there singing again. And then Cornapolooza the following weekend, so I'm going to see him 3 weeks back to back here. So, and then he's also coming to Bowman Fest, which is another big cornhole tournament that I'm a part of on Labor Day weekend, and he's coming there to sing as well. So looking forward to that.
Yeah, I think like for me, I think that's. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, anybody that's watching right now, if you have any questions, put it in the chat, and we'll answer it live right here. Sorry, go ahead, Doug.
Yeah, no, I've been thinking that's kind of what we need, because seeing in Calgary and in Newfoundland that we had crowds that stuck around right till the end. We haven't had that in Ontario, so I think having bands play at the end, I think, is almost a perfect thing for almost any tournament.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's you guys could be the, lack of a better term, like the guinea pigs for keeping people around and kind of keeping people into the tournament. But I think that will just kind of get, because so many times you see people that just kind of disperse off and do whatever their own thing. Yeah, I think just kind of keeping people together might get will give me a little better time. Yeah, no,
I think so, and I think there'd be lots of people. It'd be a good crowd, and good crowd always cheers on. You always get a little bit more out of the band when you got a big crowd cheering them on. So,
yeah, and we do have one question. Otis has a question, because it's probably one of the most important questions for some of the people. Shower facilities on site.
If you bring your RV with a shower in it, yes. So I tried to find a shower, like a shower trailer that you could rent to bring in there. What I can say is there is water hookups all over the place. So there is a spot chance to hook up a hose and spray yourself down, but that's about as close. I'll hold the nozzle if you need to, like. But that's about as close as we got to shower facilities for this year. So.
And I'm going to guess Shar's question is going to be a yes.
Absolutely.
For pop-up canopy.
We have a ton of room there. Like, we have a massive amount of space. So by all means, bring your pop-up tent or whatever.
I think, yeah, because you're going to be there for a full weekend, and you got not every tent or whatever has has all your shade or whatever, right? So I think there'll be sharing of the canopies probably during the whole event.
Yeah, so we've got a 20 by 20 tent that we're going to set up underneath. So we'll have some tables and chairs set up there for shade. It'll be in and around where we're playing, and then we've got a couple other tents that we're going to set up in just kind of around the area, just for extra shade. And then there's a ton of room around where we're playing, so definitely lots of room for people to set up their own tents if they want to. So, and we're close enough to the trailers, you can almost, when you're not playing, just go and sit at the trailer while you're waiting for your game to come up. So,
yeah, I think that's how I want. And Adam, for me, because I know you have so much experience in this year, I'm thinking that this whole weekend is going to be like a Talladega Boulevard weekend. I'm guessing.
Pretty much. That's
what we're going to bring that feel to it.
That's what I'm stationing it around. Other than the fact there's no race going around, we get a couple golf carts, we might be able to get something going around the outside. But
well, yeah, because I think that's for yourself and myself. That's where we kind of got our cornhole start was down south.
Yeah,
at races, and that's what I feel that this event will take shape as.
Yeah, that's definitely what we're modeling it around for sure.
Yeah, like when Adam and I first started talking about it, we both made it really clear that this tournament, this double regional, technically, it's not necessarily about points, and it's not about money. It's about having a really good time.
Mhm.
So it's it's not about having a beer garden that's charging $8 to $10 a drink. You bring your own booze to this event, and yeah, it was just we wanted to. It was really important to us that we kind of got rid of the egos and we just had a really good time. Let's bring cornhole back to the way it was when we all first started. Nobody cared about points or anything. It was just there for fun, and that's one of the reasons that we haven't announced payouts at this point, because there's a lot of costs to put into this first. There will be payouts of some sort. And Adam, do you think we'll announce that prior to? Or I guess it'll
We
be.
should have an
ballpark
idea.
reference.
Yeah, we should have an idea a couple days leading up to, kind of, as long as we can kind of take the registration, because not everybody that's registered has bought passes yet. So right now the bank account looks pretty thin, but there's still a bunch of people that need to buy passes. So and we're not, Clayton and I aren't looking to make any money out of this really. Basically just cover a bit of our time is really. But so most of the money is going to go into payouts anyways if we have anything left. So it's price of everything's gone up a little bit. So but still, like Clayton said, there'll definitely be payouts. We're just not sure what they are, but they will be announced before we get there. So
yeah, and then speaking of leaving egos out of it, there's one he's going to be fashionably late. He's now joined us because that's just the way he's. So any questions you have the crazy ones are going to come out of the guy that's now below me here. But Michelle Hunter does have another one, just confirming that you can walk around the coolers, which is it's basically just a big campsite, almost like any kind of like a private campsite, correct?
it is. We are dealing with a bit of an issue right now with the Liquor Control Board. They don't recognize cornhole as a sport.
Okay.
So our tailgating permit, we're still working on it. We had to submit a whole bunch more information. Right now, definitely be able to drink at your campsites. I would say pretend like no one's listening and say just keep it in a cup and carry on about your day. But we should have everything. I should know everything by next week. So it was kind of a curveball when the Liquor Control Board sent us that back and said, no, cornhole's not a sport. You can't tailgate. So
no, that's because it's a lifestyle.
Right. Absolutely. So, but yeah, that's what we're working on right now. Shouldn't be an issue, but we'll let everybody know before the start. So,
yeah. So
we've talked about the Friday night and the Saturday. So the Sunday is going to be singles action then.
Yeah, Sunday's a singles. Same thing. Cannington starts in the morning.
She's been in the chat trying to get on the show the whole time.
I really had to. You didn't even invite me, Doug. Like, what the heck is going on?
Well, there's, next
what
time.
The heck? I'm sitting upstairs watching and listening by myself. So.
Well, we know that you do run things in Peterborough. Adam's just like the kind of the figureheads, right? So
it's true.
I'm the face.
He's the face. I'm the brains behind it all.
Yes.
Okay.
Very much so.
Okay. But yeah, so singles Sunday starts at 9. Cannington, same thing. Cannington's going to go first in the morning. 4 rounds, double limb, and then you get to Peterborough in the afternoon. It'll be a straight double limb, and then we're set up for a blind draw Sunday afternoon to finish everything off. So.
Yeah, I think it's like I said, I hate that I'm missing it, but I was doing something for another show that I'm part of. Then that got taken off. Then it was going to be like then something else had come up, and then I was like, okay, that fell through. And like, okay, I'm going, and then now I'm going to be stuck in a hockey rink at Ball Hockey Provincials for the weekend.
And what are the dates?
July
12th to the 14th.
Yeah.
I unfortunately will be. I have to go on a free trip to Aruba.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
So Donnie, this is next year. This is we talked about it Sunday. This will be one of our tournaments next year.
I did find an interesting find on the Book of Face marketplace, Doug.
Yeah.
There's a gentleman near me in New Hampshire that is selling an old 1940s motorcycle with a sidecar that is an army green.
I was just kind of joking about that Sunday night.
Listen, if I can get the financing together, I might need to get some sponsors involved. But Doug, we're going to do our tour in the sidecar.
Yeah.
Who's in the sidecar? Which one is? Oh, Doug.
Yeah.
Look what came in the mail, my Titan Cup.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, just to wrap up the schedule. So Sunday we have two singles events and then a blind draw in the afternoon or early evening. Anybody who chooses, they can stay right through till Monday morning. We have to be out in decent time Monday morning, but we can keep going into Sunday evening as well. And we talked, as long as the boards are open and there's interest, we'll be doing sit and goes through the weekend as well.
Well, and the pricing's not that bad. I mean, an RV site for $150 for the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That basically covers the cost of the site. We're not making any money off of that.
No, you're definitely not making money off of that.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much what it costs to put an RV on. So we did say I sent out an information email there not too long ago, and just let everybody know that the sites are based on one RV or one tent per site. We're being charged per camper, so if you put 2 campers, they're going to charge us for 2 campers on a site. So there's an extra fee for that. So
in the sizing is pretty generous. 20 by 50 is a pretty generous size for a site.
Yeah.
People shouldn't be complaining. I mean, most campgrounds here around me, because I'm in the New Hampshire area, right, in New England, and you're talking usually, almost $100 a night.
Yeah,
for an RV site.
Yeah, we're not offering any power or water. There is power and water there in some spots, but because it's so sporadic, we didn't want to offer it, and then not be able to provide it.
Even dry camping, you can't get that cheap. I mean, if you're boondocking, maybe, right, in a Walmart parking lot, but most of these campgrounds are going to charge you way more than that to be able to stop. I mean, in a tent site for $80.
Yeah. Well, we wanted to keep it affordable, right? We wanted people to come out and have a good time, and so
even the weekend, the cornhole weekend pass. So now, if I got a cornhole weekend pass for the 140, does that get me?
That gets you in all the events except for the fundraiser, which is Friday afternoon. It's $10 to enter, and then the payouts are based on occupancy, obviously. But
too bad I can't go, Doug. $10 Canadian. That's like $6 for me.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing in the chat that there could be a lot of people from Newfoundland showing up next year. Which,
perfect.
Love it. Although seeing a couple of those guys, I'm not sure you want them there. But yeah, it's
that's on my bucket list for next year, is to get to Newfoundland if they have another open there. So
I think after the show in the last 2 years, I think that's kind of locked in now. I think there will be more stuff.
Yeah, I kind of got word the other night that I think we are going back. Hopefully the date changes, because it's been 2 years of me having my anniversary there, and that and then it also being Father's Day as well. That is a hard weekend, but you guys have picked almost the best weekend. It's almost right near the end of the cornhole season, so there's really not much going on.
Yeah,
everyone can get to it, and I think if you guys are big enough, I think you're gonna be branching out into the northern New York State to be able to come up, because you guys are just you're close to some of the borders there to come across, and I think it could become quite big.
Yeah, do we have anybody from the States yet, Adam?
No, we've got a couple from Quebec, but we don't have anyone from the US yet.
Okay. And maybe that won't happen this year, but there's no doubt that we'll draw from, even Buffalo isn't really that far. We drive to Buffalo to play. It'd be the same as for them coming up. And
yeah.
I could just take Bobby Sperry being there once, and then everyone will show up.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of what he does.
Yeah, maybe we have to send a personal invite to Bobby Sperry. Does Bobby Sperry listen to this podcast?
He's been around here a bit there, and so hopefully, because I think I kind of told him about that. I told him about a couple of other things that are happening up in your area, and I know he he's still trying to become Canadian. So
Yeah, still working on it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But yeah. Well, I think it's going to be a great weekend. You got the whole music thing and you got the dance party on the Friday night now, and then the live music on the Saturday. I think it's just perfect.
Yeah, no, definitely looking forward to it. So I think last time I checked, there's just a little over 120 registered. So we're hoping to get to 200 for the weekend. I think that'd be a good number. So
now with that, are we going to have any vendor booths or anything set up too? What do we got going on for that?
Yeah, so we've got a couple of vendors coming in. Clayton, you got a t-shirt vendor coming in, makes t-shirts.
Yep, somebody's going to make custom t-shirts right on site. She'll have whatever, I guess it's some type of press, so it'll be right on site there. And then you have G2G, I think.
Yep, good to go cornhole with Kevin Sweeney. He's going to be there set up. Who else? We got
at least one food vendor.
Yeah, what's his name? It's Hot Dogs and More.
Yeah, Hot Dogs and More. He's going to do the fries, hot dogs, burgers.
The hot
and
food. We're looking at getting a pizza vendor in there for the Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening for dinner. So,
and as well, right in Lindsay, there is this skip the dishes and whatnot to deliver anything from town. And I don't know if Doug, you ever been to Lindsay? Lindsay's what, 20,000 people?
Yeah, 20,000 ish.
I think I've kind of driven through there. Otis has a suggestion, but wrong tab. 50-50s. If you've ever been to any of Adam's stuff, there's always going to be 50-50s run.
So we are doing a 50-50 over the weekend, and that's a fundraiser also for the Canadian Cornhole Federation. So,
yeah.
And I'm not sure if I do want to be around this year, but Mr. Franz Hernandez is not wondering if there's going to be any karaoke.
So that's who canceled on the Friday night. It was supposed to be karaoke, and they canceled. I've been trying to get in touch with the guy, and he was kind of blowing me off, and I finally got a hold of him, and just he's like, "Yeah, sorry, gotta cancel." So I think what happened is I think I got him when he wasn't very busy, and then business picked up, and he could make more money elsewhere. So I think I got dropped. So which is fine. So.
Maybe you have to go to Costco, get one of those little small machines, and kind of,
I thought about it.
Put a little pack, put it on like a Zuka bag, and Franz Hernandez can just walk around singing.
Yeah, I can just give him the microphone and the speaker. He can carry it around and sing to everybody.
That might happen anyway.
In the chat here, Nicole saying you can bring propane barbecues. Otis was also asking about an ice vendor, and Nicole is like, she's going to look around on that. So.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I know Black's Ice out of Bowmanville. They're a sponsor of the Bowmanville Cornhole League, and good friends of the Allen family, Kyle, Brandon, and Brian. So I'll reach out to them. That's a good idea. I never really thought about having ice on site, but it's not bad, even if the truck just came around once or twice a day.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
And we are working on a hydration station as well. One of our sponsors had talked about that in the past. I'm going to talk to them tomorrow. It'd be kind of cool if we just had a freshwater station there for the whole weekend.
Yeah, I was just starting to think too. Like how like Mister set up, but then all of a sudden you get them on the boards and the bags, and then you're done for it, right? But
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Yeah. So, did anyone else has any further questions in the chat? I don't know, Donnie. I know you came in a bit late, but do you have any other questions? Who you've kind of thought about for?
Who's the band? What is the band? What are we playing here?
We got two people coming in. Erin Blackstock. She's starting at 7. What would you say she is? Country-ish.
Country to pop, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
sure.
And then Ty Wilson's starting around 10. Same thing. He's country / rock. Good cover guy.
Nice.
Got a bunch of his own songs. So.
Yeah, and Erin's in the same. She has a few of her own songs that have been on Spotify and whatnot, and does a lot of cover stuff too. So. How many boards
Nian's
are
asking how many boards are being set up?
We'll have between 20 and 30 depending on numbers. So we'll have up to 30 sets available.
Or better. I think even better than that.
Or better, yeah, if we need them.
Yeah. But
and I'm guessing if you do need some extra boards, there's going to be people bringing boards as well for their own sites.
Yeah, right now we're I think what did we calculate? We have room to set up 45 sets.
Yeah, comfortably, very comfortably. Yeah. And that's because we could spread out to another area, but in that one area that we have allotted 45.
Yeah.
And I notice is also asking about the generator regulations. Is there any special hours that you can run them, or is it just?
So no special hours. We're not if somebody needs to run a generator, we're not going to tell them they can't. If it's a noisy one, we ask them to run it sparingly. And if you don't need a 6,000 watt generator, non-quiet generator screaming at 3:00 in the morning.
So Adam, we know how to deal with those because we always had them at races, and a good pair of scissors will cut that out real quick.
It's the only time I ever almost got in a fight in Talladega. Sunday night, this 7,500 watt generator had been running all weekend. We'd never seen anybody. It just they were parked. It had been running, and so of course Sunday night we feeling no pain, and we just kind of walked over and just shut it off. Right. So all of a sudden somebody comes out of the trailer and they look around, they turn it back on. Well, then it became a game, right? So we sneak and we run around and we go and we shut the switch off. So about the third time, buddy caught us and had some words, and then we had a beer together, and that was that. So
got to keep the beer cold.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, but it was funny. It was a little heated at first. The guy was not very happy, but we just helped him move the generator to a different side, so we didn't have to listen to it all night, and then had a beer, and he went on his way. So,
all right. So the big question.
Yeah.
How are we keeping score?
Same tablets. We'll have the tablets out.
On the greatest software in the whole wide world?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to remember this is a regional event. So
this is going to be an ACL event.
That horrible software. Ugh.
I'm just politically correct right now. Can't wait to use it.
Listen, I have no ties, no affiliations. I can say Iowa.
Yeah.
Plus, the other company pays me.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. No. There's some issues sometimes. It happens.
Another one from Kathy. You got Cornapolooza Lakers will be helping with their fundraiser, I guess.
Yeah, so they're asking if they can go around and collect beer cans for the weekend. That's the Lakers are an under 17 or U17 fastball girls league.
Yeah, I don't have an issue with that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Bring them on.
They might get $5 or $10. That's about it. But
yeah, probably won't be any empties there whatsoever.
Won't be any empties at all. No.
Bring an extra box of bags.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Well, the other thing is make just put up boxes around that look like cornhole boards, and people can just toss their empties in that.
Yep, that's it. Yeah.
Just in Quebec alone, with those stupid skinny cans, they couldn't keep up with the trash.
Oh yeah,
there was like 800 of those stupid skinny cans.
Yeah, there's not a ton of skinny cans up here. I don't see a lot of skinny cans.
Quebec was all skinny cans. I was like, oh my God, what the hell are we doing with designer beer? Like, there's no such thing as a Labatt's or a Molson. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah, I think Jason, we already talked about that earlier. I think the prizes haven't been put out yet for the for that. So it's
Jason, we'll announce that a couple days beforehand once we kind of have a final tally on the cost. So
if you want to know what the prizes are, sign up.
Yeah,
the more
people that register, the higher the payouts will be.
Well, the faster we can get the money out there too, because if we don't know what's coming in, I can't tell you what's going to go out.
That's right. Yeah.
So don't be like your local Monday night and show up at 3 minutes before the tournament and try to get in. Sign up, show up, and have fun.
Yeah, that's it.
I think you said that you have more people that have kind of got like campsites not there and then actually have signed up for the tournament.
Yeah, so we have people that have bought campsites but haven't registered, and we have people that have registered and haven't bought wristbands yet. So
yeah, so maybe it's a good time. We do have some questions that have come in before, and one of them is registration and the wristband. So this is a little different than our regular regional. You can register for the 6 regional events plus the singles and not pay anything on the ACL app. So you can still search Cannington Cornhole or Peterborough Cornhole. You'll see our regional event, register for it as always, but there's no dollar value at that point. And how you pay to get in is you buy the wristband for the weekend. So just like we said earlier, for $140, you go to, and maybe Adam, after this, maybe put a post or link somewhere. And so you go to Adam's, what is it, Juggernaut Cornhole?
Yeah, go to juggernautcornhole.com and click on the Cornapolooza tab, and all the information's right there. So
yeah. So what you do is you buy that wristband, and then it will be ready for you. It'll be waiting for you at the gate. So the big thing is buy that $140 wristband, and that's going to get you into the 6 regional events throughout the weekend. And we can always get you registered or change your partner. Things like that are easy to do the week or even the day of. And say you don't sign up for singles yet, just come see us on the weekend. We'll just put you in singles for the Sunday.
We will have passes available at the entrance as well. If you get there and it's like, oh, I thought I bought it but I didn't, then we'll be set up there with the debit machine and cash if you want to pay cash, and we'll be good to go. And Nicole and I'll be working the gate to start. So any questions they have when you get there, you can ask me or Nicole. So
yeah, just throw a couple extra loonies in the old pocket there to pay for the fundraiser tournament on Friday, and you'll be all set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one thing I don't want to advertise this out to people here for you, Adam, but if you're making breakfast, I'm going to be stopping at your camper. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I've had that at a few ender benders, and that's the best part of coming over to Peterborough Cornhole, because their after parties are usually epic, which means this is going to be epic as well.
Yeah, it's basically a 48-hour after party is what we're doing. So
yeah. Another question: spectators for paying to get in.
Yeah, so spectators, we do have a spectator pass. It is
$30 per day pass.
30 a day or 60 for the weekend. So if you're just coming for the one day, it's 30. If you're coming for the whole weekend, it's 60 for spectator pass.
Steve Poole says he's super excited. I've never seen Steve actually excited. So to see Steve excited, that's going to be something.
I saw him excited once when he was Nicole's blind draw partner.
Yeah, the Poole family, they've been up to a number of our regionals, and that's a good drive for them. We really appreciate it when they make the drive, and they're always great to have at any event.
And I know already that for both the performers on Saturday night, if they could play Wagon Wheel, Kylie Poole would be very, very happy if they could play that.
Perfect. I'm sure we can make it happen.
Just make sure let me know, and I will hide when she gets back.
Yeah.
That's all. Yep. Kathy asked about food vendors. I think we kind of did.
Yeah, so there's definitely one for sure, Kathy. Possibly a pizza guy for the Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening. But in Lindsay, they do have Skip the Dishes, so you can order in from anywhere.
I'm now seeing the Poole family is all saying that I would be in trouble if they do play Wagon Wheel just for her. But yeah, I think that's the good thing, is that you've got so many kind of crews from the different leagues that are coming.
Yes.
And it's like you can almost have like a whole kind of what's that event that you guys have in your area, Donnie, when all the different leagues kind of all get together?
Oh, well, we've got a couple. We do Squad Wars, we do Turf Wars.
Yeah. Yeah, turf. I could almost be like maybe even for a future one, like a turf war with not really like almost like a Sox kind of side kind of thing, but just kind of like
so turf war. They pick teams of, I think it's like 8 to 10 per team, and they all kind of get you got to pick a card, or if they've done it different ways to kind of seed it, so you don't play against your 3 or 4 little teams that you came with, and then you just go up against each other till you have a winner at the end. It's kind of exciting. It's really fun to watch, all the different groups. The only thing I don't like about it is when you have people jumping ship every other year. And they've been in 17 different clubs. It's like, really? Okay. What are we doing here? I just put it into my GPS. So for me to get to Cornapolooza, it's actually a short ride for me, Doug. It's only 9 hours.
Yeah.
That's a pretty short ride. It's 603 miles. So it's not too far away. I believe it takes me up through the Niagara area and cuts across.
Yep.
Just remember the last time you almost weren't allowed back in your country. That's all you guys remember.
Well, that guy was an asshole. So, guys, it's like late at night, and I pull up to it's got the stop sign before you get to the little booth window.
Yeah.
I stop at the stop sign. Nothing happened, so I just pull forward like I normally would at a normal stop sign stopping at an intersection. And the guy's like, you didn't wait till I called you. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? There's not another car for 30 miles. Who else you going to talk to? I mean, come on. I would have been okay not coming back to it, Doug. I would have come and hung out with you and stayed in Canada.
Sure.
But that's really cool.
Yeah,
so what are the big plans to make this get bigger? What's the ultimate goal?
I would say that I think Adam and I are very similar in the way that we run our regionals, very organized. I think that we're both pretty friendly and people like us because we're really nice guys. But I think if we can show some success this year, then it's, word of mouth's going to grow it for next year. And I think we all kind of feel that a little bit of cornhole burnout this time of year. We've been going for 9 months strong and, into July. And I think maybe that's the reason that the numbers aren't a little bit higher at this point. It is the last weekend that you can get ACL points. So that was one of the reasons that we chose this weekend. But I think it's once people see what we're trying to do here and just have a good time. And again, not focus on points and wins. Yes, there's going to be points and yes, there's going to be some money, but that's not the point of this, right? It's to have just a really fun time. And I think once people see how well it goes this year, I think it will grow very quickly.
Yeah,
I think that's the big thing is that it's the end of the year. It's almost like Adam, your ender benders. Like end of the year, just go and would have like a weekend blast, having fun, like bringing fun back to cornhole again.
Yeah.
Well, it needs something like this for the end of the season because, to your point, there's a lot of people that have cornhole fatigue right now, but there's also a lot of people that are dropping out because their points don't mean anything anymore. If they're not going to qualify for pro or elite, what's the purpose of going on without having fun in cornhole?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you kind of have that double-edged sword right now with some people.
Yep. And we do have the people that are hardcore throw 12 months a year, and this will be a good warm up for Worlds, or warm up for our nationals or whatever. So
load out time on Monday.
Yeah, as long as everyone's out by 10 a.m., we have to be out by noon. So we'll be up bright and early trying to get everything cleaned up. But I would say by 10 a.m., if everybody's up and kind of on the road by 10 a.m., we'd be good to go.
Yeah. Michelle Hunter is exactly, if you want to put that one up, Doug.
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly what we're looking for. It's camping weekend with friends, bags, food, and booze. Yep.
Yeah. I think that's what I'm missing out on the most. I feel it's just that whole fun because I kind of, even for Microsoft, I had that whole fatigue kind of going through, and then St. John's kind of recharged me because and there should be a no cell phone video taking rule.
I don't think that's even possible anymore, Doug. That's not even possible.
Well, yeah, I know. There's like one or two videos of me from St. John's on Saturday night. And
Well,
So
Doug,
I-
we can get those
I've
back.
got a wall. I got a wall screen being made right now, and it's a Cornapolooza logo, and it says, "What happens in Cornapolooza will likely end up on Facebook."
You can
I
get
hear that's another, like Darren Brown's got a group coming from Sarnia, so you got like almost a full province.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
You know,
we can get some of
and
those
I have to
back.
say, I've also got for next year. I just came in the mail today. I've got the new Anywhere Wi-Fi for myself, so maybe I'll come next year and do some Wi-Fi stuff.
Perfect.
From there.
Yeah, I'll probably have the camera set up for a bit of it, just so kind of people. I might even just have the camera set up on kind of a wide angle shot, just so you can kind of see all the boards and what's going on. So I'm still working it. I'm streaming. I'm new to the live stream side of it, so I'm still working out some bugs on that side. But
I'm still doing that too.
Yeah.
So I don't have a headset on right now because it's not working.
Yeah, perfect.
Hey, do you like my new one?
Yeah, I know it's the exact same way. Yeah, yours works, mine doesn't. Who cares? But yeah, no, I think I'm not sure it's going to be. If anyone else has any other questions in the chat here, I think this is going to be a fantastic weekend. It's something that we've needed. I know Matt Plow and I talked about this pre-C word, and it was just kind of something that was just maybe it'll happen. But I think you two guys are the right guys to do it because you got like you said, everybody loves you guys. You guys are both. Any terms you guys have, there's never an issue at. It's always a fun time. So I think you two guys are the right guys to be doing this.
Well, thanks, Doug. I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
And if people looking for updates from now until then, will they be on the Cornapolooza page, or will you be posting them anywhere else?
They will be. So as we're getting closer with more information, we'll send emails out to everybody that's registered so far. And then, but also posting on the Cornapolooza Facebook group. I created a group just to make it easier for everybody to kind of communicate. So we'll post updates there and then also email. So
I'll just post a couple links in the Facebook comment or the Facebook chat here.
Perfect.
While you're...
Yes. Like I think we got the just kind of go for anyone who's kind of come in here late. We've got Friday night is the CCF fundraiser, Canadian Cornhole Federation fundraiser. The team going over to Trier. Then Friday night blind draw. Saturday is doubles. The Cannington doubles in the morning. The Peterborough doubles in the afternoon, and then Cannington singles Sunday morning. Peterborough singles in the afternoon.
Yep, and then we got a blind draw Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening as well. For that'll be running through Peterborough.
With the dance party on Friday night, and then the two live bands on Sunday. Sorry, Saturday night.
Saturday night. Yep.
Which I think you guys got the perfect thing for cornhole here. I'm hoping that it will really take off, and then we will start doing that at more tournaments.
Absolutely. Yep. Some of the best cornhole events I've been to are just you walk from the cornhole board to your camper to get a beer, and you walk back. So,
yep.
Can you think of any other questions that regularly come up, Adam, or that you've fielded a lot of?
No, I think we pretty much covered everything. The big thing was just a lot of people didn't understand the registration. What does the wristband get me? How do I register? So, like you said, you can search Peterborough Cornhole and register for all the events. Search Cannington Cornhole, search and register for all the events there, and then that covers you for the entire weekend. And then that $140 wristband pays for it also.
Yeah, because listen, people, it's 247 people that were interested in the event, and we only have like 120 signups. What's going on in Canada?
Well, I think
for any of those that are listening to this podcast later, and I know there's a lot of guys that listen to this podcast after. I know a guy that works down in Toronto. He works in construction buildings, and he just puts it on in his earbuds, listens to it. Can't listen to it live in the evening, but he just listens to it. He never misses a show. So for those ones who are listening, I just put the Facebook group in the chat, and then I just put the Juggernaut website as well, where you can buy your wristband. So if you go back to the Facebook live feed of this, you can see it in the comments there.
See, I'll show there's the Facebook group, but I was gonna, I don't know how to work this here. I was gonna try and just put it in to get the YouTube, but I'll put that over on the YouTube side as well, and
Okay.
so they can get that. And but that, yeah, I think this is gonna be a fun time. I hate that I'm missing it, but maybe it's not that far from Mississauga to Lindsay, is it? I can make
No, you're good. No, it's like an hour and take the 407. You'll be there in an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, come on up.
Same amount of time I can make it to Peterborough.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for coming on. I'm gonna have you guys come on again sometime. Well, maybe we'll come on post event, and we'll have a chat and kind of talk about good things that happen, bad things that happen, what we need to improve on. But for one thing is,
Nicole,
people who are there, make sure it's all looking good when we're done, because we want them to have us to come back. Don't be idiots out there. Still, just go and have a good time, but just remember where you're at, and kind of we want to be able to come back to these places again.
Yeah, leave it better than you found it.
Okay.
Yeah. Nicole, do you have anything else you want to say? There's anything else that you want to have brought up?
I do. I'm sorry. You guys were talking about, registration and such. So we have one of our guys, Broccoli, hangs out with Gibby. He knows a lot of people in Lindsay that are they're going to come by for the day. And that's the best part about this. People are going to pre-register and they're going to do all those things, but also you can show up for the day and you can register right there and then. Like I like that.
Is his name's Broccoli?
Mike Broccoli, yeah.
Yeah, like Broccoli. Yeah, Broccoli.
Brock. And Dougie's favorite guy, Gibby.
Yeah. And so Nicole, will you be doing? He knows your shirt. So Nicole, will you be doing morning update videos or videos throughout the day?
I will be doing update videos through the entire weekend. They might be getting sloppier in the evenings, but they will definitely be there.
We don't call them sloppy. We call them more creative.
Okay, they will definitely be more creative in the evening. That is for sure. Okay, I'll leave you guys alone.
Okay.
Yep. But no, I just want to thank you guys for coming on and doing this here. We're almost, Donnie.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
For these here shows, I'm always like, we'll get like a half an hour in, and all of a sudden it's like, well, we haven't going an hour, and it's
Doug has to stop.
That's why Cornwall's fun.
He predicts time all the time. He's like, he called me up one night. He's like, I only have a half an hour. 2 hours later, we're still talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's because that's a cool. And I think, and I fully anticipate that's what this weekend is going to be. Just time is just going to go by the wayside, and it's just going to be late night fun, and so you don't have to warm up. You can just stumble out of bed and you're right at the board. No more waking up the hotel and getting to the venue. It's just
that's it.
It sounds like my bag and bash weekends.
Well, this Cornapolooza will be bigger than Bag and Bash at some point.
Oh, okay.
I'll say that
above the border.
Yeah. Yes.
North of the border. Yeah.
North of the border.
Bag and Bash north.
Yeah.
How about that? Yeah. So again, thank you guys for coming on. We're gonna have you guys on again, and I will hopefully see both of you guys soon, because I'm gonna try and start like I was gonna say the other night, Sunday. Okay, Steve's got one more question, because like Steve's that type of guy. Comes in at the end.
The answer to that is yes.
Yes, you can.
You can
have a propane grill, so you can have a propane fireplace.
Yeah.
You just gotta turn it off when you go to bed.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm hoping to be able to get down to see both you guys. As I was going to say, the Sunday night show, I want to start doing where I'm going to go to visit some leagues and get to play and get to talk with some of the people there. Started out with Delhi, and I want to try and go through all the leagues throughout Ontario, because I just have a fun time playing cornhole and talking to new people. So
awesome.
Good. And if anybody has any questions, just reach out to Adam and I through Facebook Messenger. We're both really responsive. We are very irresponsible at work and spend it all on Facebook. So anyway, so really appreciate your support, Doug. Thank you very much for having us on.
And the one that like I said, I just wish I was going to be there. I know I'm going to be missing out on a lot of fun, and people will tell me about it all afterwards, and then I'll be like, yeah. So again, thank you guys for coming on, and Donnie, thank you for coming on later because
not a problem. It's great talking to all you guys.
Yeah, thanks, Donnie. Thanks for coming on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, guys.
So there'll be no regular show on Saturday night because it is our long weekend here. It's Canada Day weekend up here in Canada.
What is Canada Day?
It's a day that we do before you guys do your American holiday. The first comes before the 4th. We do it first. We do everything first.
Our Treason Day?
Yes. Yeah. So yes. So see, yeah, we'll do this in like a couple weeks here, Donnie, or maybe we'll do a weekday show next week. Who knows? We'll see.
Maybe we'll do a pop up. Who knows?
Yeah, you don't know.
You never know. We've been like three times in a week here, so it's
Yeah, I've
we'll
seen
do
a lot.
more. So the audio shows are way better than the video ones. So see everyone later, and we'll talk to everybody soon, and have fun at Cornapolooza 2024. I wish I was there.
Sounds good, guys. Thanks.
Thanks. Thank you.